everybody, welcome to our Sunday afternoon live. I was so close to being late, so close, because I was watching Ki-Young's video on the nature journal that we finished probably a couple of weeks ago now or whatever, that she'd made from the kit that I had for sale on Etsy. So I haven't quite finished it yet, Ki-Young, but it looks really, really good. Honestly, I love the idea of a acetate pocket that you put your Edith Holden postcard into. That might appear in some of my future work. I can just warn you right away that something's going to go wrong today because I think I'm quite organised. And you know what happens when I think I'm organised, things go wrong. I mean, these are my remnants from the kit. I've got them clipped together. Those are the papers. That's the ephemera that I've got left, which isn't a fat lot. I can always print some more out. That's the joy of buying digital kits, that you never run out of any particular paper. You just print it out again. But I've got lots of paper and a little bit of ephemera. So, right, let's see. These are all the remaining pages. I've got things cut out for every single one. I don't know that we're going to get through them all. I think probably not, because what's the point in rattling them off? But this is what we've got done so far. This was our first page that we did, and this is just a little bifold, I suppose, and I've just put a stencil on there with the Victorian velvet distress ink. It's got a little bow on there. It's got some flat back pearls, of course, because what would a journal be without flat back pearls? And some of that really pretty lace. I love that. A pink bow and a little bit of ephemera out of the kit. And on the back of that, we've got our little spinner here. Game spinner, I think we decided they were called. With a little, one of those in it. And this sort of journaling space here. Nice sticker there that I got from Ali. I think you can also buy them other places, but they're cheaper from Ali, so that's why I buy mine from there. And a couple of little tags in there too. So that's that. But I decided that looked a little bit on the plain side. So here we go, already starting to mess with things and pretty things up that probably don't need it. I don't know what I decided I wanted to put on there, really. Not that, because it's covering all of that up. I've got some really thin lace here. It is pink and it is pretty, and I think that would go on there quite nicely. And you can still read through it. And if I were to drop it down a little bit, yeah, you know what's coming. I've got these flat back pearls, but they're quite white actually. They're not that sort of pearly colour, they're actually quite white. So I was thinking, that's got a fault in it there, so I just need to snip that off. So I don't want to use a faulty bit, not when I've got sufficient. So I was thinking if I stuck that there and then a row of these there, that would just jazz that page up, wouldn't it? It would look really pretty. I mean, we are going for pretty overload, so you know, let's just go pretty. So I'm just going to cut that off really square, or as square as I possibly can. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And I need to trim it off there as well. So we're going backwards at the moment because we're doing things that we've already done. But that's okay. Just want to have them really pretty. What we're going to stick that on with? Fabri-Tac possibly. That might be the best bet. And while I'm just waiting for that, I'll stick that upside down over there for a minute. And I'll cut these off at the length that I want them. Then once we've got this page done, we really can move on then. With flat back pearls, the piece that you're doing, it's either a tiny bit too long if you leave one more on, or a tiny bit too short. So I don't know anyway. That's fine. Right, let's see if the Fabri-Tax worked its way down to the bottom. Ooh. Maybe. So I'm just going to put a little, I don't want much because this is really, really, really thin lace. But I will leave that upside down there. I'm just going to stick the top sort of thicker bit of the lace down there, and I think that'll do it. Oh, maybe needs just a bit on the side there. Otherwise it'll just annoy me. Oh, that's just like 3,000 times too much. 3,000 times at least. Yeah, that's fine. Another little drop over there. Yeah, you know, it doesn't take much to stick this lace down, to be honest, because it really is so light. Right, that's fine. Now I need to stick my, that reminds me why I don't use Fabri-Tac. But it does have its uses, it certainly does. Let's just put this on, then we'll have a roll call, see who's in the house. Ha ha! Get me! In the house. Oh dear. Going back, I'm reverting to childhood. So I'm just going to use E6000 for this because I know it works. So a thin little bead along there, we'll stick our flat backs on and then call that page done and dusted. So I tend to get my first bead on and then get my last one on, put it where I want it and pull it, sort of gently pull it between your fingers just to get it exactly right. And if you pull it, it goes straight, it can't help it, it goes straight, and then just tap it down into the glue. So there we are, we've just prettied that page up because why not? Why not indeed? So that page is finished. Let's set that to the side and let's do a roll call.
A roll call, you say?
A roll call, I say.
Terry.
Hi Terry, I hope you're feeling a wee bit better.
Kyung.
Hi Kyung.
Ros.
Hiya Ros.
Kerry.
Hello Kerry, nice to have you back. I hope you had a lovely time in Oxford.
Violet.
Hi Violet, you've been living the high life in Phoenix.
Junior and a best friend who thinks you're cute.
Hi Janya, and your best friend.
Gonnie.
Hi Connie.
Carol.
Hi Carol.
Flo.
Hello Flo.
Noella.
Hi Noella.
Estrada Creations.
Hello Estrada, is that your name? Are you called Estrada? Or is that the name of your company?
Jan.
Hi Jan, haven't seen you for a while, hope you're alright.
Sharon Hales.
Hello Sharon.
Paula Fowler from Creative Treasures.
Hello Paula.
I think that's everybody. If I've missed you, shout out.
Well, there's Shaz. Hi Shaz.
Oh, she's just popped on at the end.
And I can't see anybody else that you've missed out at the moment. Hi Kathy. Right, let's get on with some stuff. Seeing as I've got prepared, I'm going to try and do some stuff. This was the one we did yesterday and I like it, I really like it. I did add some additional little pink, tiny little pink flowers to it just to kind of bulk up where it was a bit light. But even as much as I love it, and I really, really do, I think it just looks a bit pale, just looks a bit pale. So I'm going to use this lace again that I've just used. Let me just try this gingham, see if I like it. I do quite like that gingham, actually. The choices are, ladies, that or the one that we've just used over the page. That one. So there's that one. That looks nice actually though, doesn't it? So there's that. Remember that in your head. Or this. I don't know. probably the lace, I think. It's just a little bit prettier, do you think? Yeah, I think so. I think so. So which is the right and which is the wrong? Let's just roughly cut a bit off and then I can...
Keung and Jan, you both said gingham.
Oh, did
Paula
you?
Fowler said gingham.
Everybody said gingham. I know, I do like the gingham. I do like it. It does lighten it up a bit, doesn't it? Yeah, let's go for the gingham then, guys. It's just...
Shaz says the lace is beautiful.
Oh, Shaz. Gingham it is. I've only got this length in the world, so I might as well use it up for something like this. I don't think there's necessarily a right and a wrong way. So that's going to go there. What's up?
Nothing, just amusing to myself.
Oh, I thought you said you were amusing yourself.
It might look quite nice behind that white bit, that gingham like.
Yeah, but it would then be just stuck in the middle of...
I know it would.
Of nowhere. I don't know that it's wide enough, actually. Oh, well, maybe it could be. No. I get what you're saying, but no.
That's why I'm used to myself.
Ah, right, okay. Now, somewhere in these drawers, I've got some thicker double-sided... Isn't it? Yeah, I think it is. I think it's far... I don't know what it is. I'm talking rubbish here, as usual. It's 3/8 of an inch, as opposed to my 1/4 inch, so it's a little bit fatter. So I'm just going to put this down the middle of here, and that will be sufficient. I don't want to put glue on it, because glue comes through, and then it looks ugly and unsightly, and I just can't bear it. I just can't. So I'm just going to put double-sided on it, and that will be the end of that problem. Let's put things back as we go. So I'm quite tidy today, at the moment. Right, let's burnish that down then. I'm so tidy, everything's in a drawer.
Keung says, wow, she feels like she needs to buy pink gingham now.
Well, I'm all out of pink gingham now, I think. Now I've used that bit. I don't believe I have any. So let's just see if we can do this in some sensible type manner. So I've just unpeeled a little bit of it and I'm sticking that down. I think this is the way to go, little by little. Otherwise I'm going to get in a tangle. I'm in a tangle already. So let's see. Yeah, excellent. That's great. I like that. Yeah, I do. I like it. It's just picked that up a little bit, hasn't it? You know what it needs now? Do you know what it really needs?
Like that pearls.
Yeah, it needs three of these little pearls that we've got on these flowers. It needs them on the other side, just to balance it. See, all of these things I hadn't taken into account when I worked out how much I'd get through today. I think that's left its adhesive stuff on the other side. Let's just try them for size. It might look a bit pearly against the white of the gingham. No, quite like them. Quite like them. Let's get another couple out. See if I can get the adhesive stuff off.
Carol says every time she watches you, she ends up with a list of things to buy.
Excuse me. I'm no different, Carol. When I watch people on YouTube, oh yeah, oh I need that. And then, of course, you buy it, or not. Generally not, actually. I'm being relatively good at the moment. You buy it, and then you've forgotten what the YouTube thing was about. So you've just got this stuff and you can't remember what to do with it. Right.
And Janya says, join the club.
Yeah, Janya.
And Kyung.
Oh dear, oh dear. Right, so I'm just going to put some E6000 where I want those to go. And I'm going to make it easy on myself by putting it on, counting the checks. That way then I know I've got them evenly spaced. So I only want a little dot like that. So 1, 2. I think 2 checks is good. I'm going to do 2. And 1, 2. Oh, dear me. See, all of this I did not have planned. But, you know, you've got to do it, haven't you? You've got to do it. Finish things off as you go. Otherwise you end up with a massive finishing off at the end, and I hate that, actually. I've lost interest in the journal by that stage. I want to move on to the next one. So I'm just going to press those down, straight down. So we've got a bit of adhesion going on. And they should be fairly straight because I'm using the lines on the gingham. So yeah, there we are. So we've balanced that with that, and I'm now a happy bunny. A happy bunny. Right. I do like that, you know. I think that turned out really well. I might be using that more often. And I like that big journal card with the inverted corner things. Yeah, that page worked out all right in the end. Right, but it's got nothing on the back. But because I've just stuck those pearls on, I kind of want to leave them for a while. So I'm going to see, I've got everything ready for the page that backs it. I'm just going to put a clip on it and leave it just now while those pearls dry. And move on to the next page. Right. Today is really simple. It's just simple journaling. So if you're a beginner, you know, all of this is really, really possible. Excuse me. If it's not hiccups, it's a frog in my throat, honestly. So let's just have a look at what I've got lined up for this page. So that's the page that we made on the first one. I'm going to have to remove that clip or it's going to get in my way. And this is the size of the paper that we've used throughout. So that just fits on there, and it leaves a 3/4 inch margin there, which we're going to put our eyelets in. So this paper from the journal boat is just gorgeous. I love it. I think that's the way up. So I've cut it, and I know most of you know this, but just in case there's any new starters, I've cut it so there's just a tiny little margin around it. As you can see there, just a little margin all the way around there. And then 3/4 inch on this side, which will be the bit that's attached to the, well, I'm loath to call it a journal because there's only going to be 5 pages in it. Mini journal, tiny thing. Right, so what I have decided to do is to put, well, we call them tummy tucks in our group because we don't like belly band because it's a bit crass. So that's going to go there. That's going to be a tummy tuck. And then it's going to hold this little folder just for journaling. I could make it into a notebook, but that would require a bit too much work, if I'm honest. So on the front of our book, we're going to have these two, which came from the kit. Everything's from the kit. And it's this little bit of ephemera. And I've chopped down the notes so it fits just in the centre of there like that. And I quite like that. The thing is, however, if I put it in like that, it's going to be hidden by that. So I think I'm going to have to move it to one side or other. And I think I'm thinking about putting it down there, so you can still see the notes. I think my choices are either there or there, but I don't like that so much, so it's going to go there. I've inked around everything. I know, shocker. So you don't actually have to get bored watching that process. So I'm going to stick this down first because that's the first thing that happens.
Lorna says hi.
Hi Lorna! Nice to have you with us. My collal is behaving well today. Shouldn't have said that. We now know it's all going to erupt everywhere. Well, we've already had dinner today. Today was gorgeous. Today we had bacon sandwiches, but we've taken to those, I don't know what you call, I call them half-baked because it sounds funny. But the bread rolls that you get and you buy in packs, and they're half-cooked, and then you put them in your oven so they come out like they're absolutely fresh. Well, they are freshly baked bread, which is rather divine. So we had some of those half-baked rolls with bacon in. Oh, yes, that was lovely. That was a very nice thing, I can tell you. Right, so let's just build up our, leave that to dry a sec, and build this up. So I want to stick this down first. I haven't got any lace or anything on here as yet. Says she, eyeing the lace up. Still got that. It's not wide enough to go all the way round it, but it would be wide enough to do the front. And then that would go on there. What do you think of that? Quite like that. It's better than just nothing, isn't it? What else have I got? I've got this. This is really pretty and reminds me of sort of bridal stuff. Let's just get a bit out and see what... No, I don't think that's right. That would go sort of there like that. And then that would go over the top. Oh, I don't know actually, now I see it, it's quite nice. Quite like that. Do you like it, guys, or not? I think I do. Yeah, I think I do. I wasn't expecting to like that, and then I liked it. What can I say? See if I can trim this end off. Something like straight. With scissors that are blunt. I haven't got a sharp pair of scissors to my name. Let's see, is that straight as a heck? Oh, it's not bad actually. I can trim it later once it's done. So yeah, about there, I think. So I'm just going to trim this off here as well. Well, just chop it actually is what I'm going to do. And I can trim it later. All of this I was not expecting to be doing. So I'm going to put double-sided on that top and bottom. Same reasons as before. I don't want to be getting glue spots coming through it. And this is really shiny, sort of satiny stuff on the back. So I think glue would just fly through it in a heartbeat. So I'm just going to put it on the top and on the bottom. And that'll secure it, you know, well enough. I mean, what's going to happen to this little thing? Nothing major, I don't think. Mr. F's off trying to find me good scissors. Are they fabric scissors, are they?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're sharp because they keep them hidden.
Yeah, I don't think I want to use them really. I like having sharp fabric scissors, just fabric.
Thought
It is, but I'm also cutting the double-sided. Can't be, you know.
Can't multitask with scissors.
I can multitask, but let's just keep them sharp for fabric. That's all I'm saying. Mr. F hides things on me. Things that he knows I'll trash. I'll just trash if he gives them to me. It's a good job that he does, really. Let's burnish that down. He has his own set of... Oddly enough, he's right-handed, but he uses scissors in a left-handed way. So he has his own pair of left-handed scissors. See if I can get this straighter. That's the next problem. Well, I've got rows of spots there to help me, so can't be far out. That'll be okay, I think. We're watching a programme today called Made in Britain. Actually, we're watching it while we're having our lunch. And it's fascinating, really, to be honest with you. All the things that we make in this country. And one of them was, let's try these ones, these might be the best, model trains. And I don't know if that's a thing in America, but in this country, it's quite a thing. There's quite a lot of, train spotters who stand forlornly with their anoraks on, and I use the word anorak advisedly. I don't know, checking numbers, I don't know what they do, but it's something to do with trains, seeing trains. And there are a lot of people who have model trains, and I must admit I never really thought of them very much, but these model trains were like from 500 quid up to thousands, and you have to build them yourself. Anyway, that's that. They seem to enjoy it, so that's the main thing, isn't it? I've just got a little bit there that needs, I don't know, some glue or something in it. It's got a bit of a, I don't know which glue to use that's going to give me the least. I can't trust the Fabri-Tac because it's too. I've got some fabric collall. I've tried it before and it came through though. Oh, I wonder if Elmer's would do it. I wonder if I could just stick a little bit of Elmer's in it. Just a little bit down there. And stick that down. I think that'll do it, you know. I think that'll be fine. Same on this side.
Good enough for eyebrows, it's good enough for that.
Yeah, did you know that makeup artists, which is another programme we use, we watch, because obviously we use a lot of makeup. They use glue stick to stick eyebrows down before they put like jazzy makeup over it. Weird, eh? The things that you didn't know that you needed to know. Right, so this now can get stuck on here like that. Yeah, I like that, it's nice. It's prettied it up. Excellent. So as you don't feel left out, I'll tell you the weather forecast. It's grey. It was very rainy this morning. It's not raining now, but it's just grey. Grey nothingness. I'm quite fed up of it now, to be honest with you. It'll be June soon, and it better cheer up then. I just want some nice weather. Okay, so that's on there, and then I've got my little notes. And I'm going to put fairly centrally if I can. Let's just have a look at that. Up a little bit there, maybe. Yeah, I think that's okay. So I'm just going to press this down with my Timmy towel just in case any glue escapes, which I can see that it is. There we are. Right, okay. Now then, this is going to go through the tummy tuck onto there. And here's the aforementioned tummy tuck. Just going to go from there to there. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that it was right doing it the way we did it. I quite want it there so as it's not over there. So let's just make a little mark, just so I get this straight, because honestly, you know me. So that's 2 7/8. Just make a little mark there, and 2 7/8 here. See, I was a mile off, which is there. Okay. And just a little bit of glue top and bottom, and I'm going to use bookbinder's glue because there's not much area here, but I do want a good firm fix. So, oh, just before I do that, I'm just thinking here, I could actually add some lace or something to that, couldn't I? Yeah, shut your glue up again. What have I got? I've still got this. Have I got enough? Yes, I've just got enough. What do you think? I think that's a bit much. It's a bit OTT, even for me. I have also got this, which is just plain gorgeous. This one here. I don't know how to get it. Oh, there's the end. Oh, that's just so beautiful. And actually, it's a lace that goes that way. It sort of grows that way. So yeah, I mean, that's it. That's happening. That is definitely happening. So let's put some glue on there. What am I going to use? Fabri-Tac, I guess, is the best bet. Oh, it's taking the hoof now, and it's all gone to the bottom of the bottle. So I'm just going to squeeze some around the place. Not much, but just hither and thither. And quite a bit on the end. Oh, come off. Right. Oh. Come on, honestly, that's so annoying. Right, let's place this on here, and I'm just going to have it overhanging at the top for the time being, and not stretching it, just placing it down like that. There we go. Oh, that's just pretty. That's just pretty. Yeah, pleased with that. Right. Let's just trim that off even. Yeah, well, we're not going to get all that I had prepared done now, because I'm just faffing around. But I do want pretty, so if you want pretty, you've got to faff, haven't you, really? But yeah, that's going to go there. Oh, that's just lovely. I love it. So there's one mark there. There's, where's my other mark? There. Yeah, okay. Right, so I'm going to use bookbinder's glue. I'm going to have a drink in a minute and stop all this silliness with my throat. At least it's not hiccups today, girls. Come on. That's it. Just missed that bit on the end there. There we go. Right. Excellent. So as I say, this grows so it has a direction. Right. So I want that at the bottom there on my mark. Just over it so you can't see it actually. Get that out of the way. Then I want that on that mark there. Lovely. Okay. So let's just check that this fits in. Because that would be awful, wouldn't it? Yeah, that fits in. That fits in nicely, actually. So that will be that page. Done and dusted. Completed. So I'm just going to put a clip at either end of that. just for a couple of seconds till the bookbinder's glue and the Fabri-Tac and everything else dries. Really. Lovely.
Carol wants to know if you want a coffee.
Good thinking, Carol. I'm going to have a drink of my pop. I've changed allegiances from Diet Coke to Diet Orangeade, just for a change. I mean, I think we've been drinking Diet Coke for, I don't know, 2 or 3 years now, so it's time for a change. So it's Morrison's Diet, or Zero Sugar, I think they call it. Lemonade, orangeade, very nice it is too. No, I won't have a coffee right yet. Maybe later. Is that all right?
Of course, you can have your coffee whenever you want to make one.
Bring everybody into the kitchen with me. Right, this is a really easy, straightforward page. That's the back of the page. Leave 3/4 of an inch on your margin there. Make sure it's the same, you know, you're on the right side. I've inked around it. It's going to get stuck on there. This is one of the pockets that was in the kit, in the ephemera. So I've cut it out. I've inked along there. I've scored these back and I've inked around there. So that's ready to go on there. And then I've cut out another couple of pieces of ephemera. This one and this one. And I'm just going to stencil very lightly on the back of those. So let's get cracking, and I'm going to have to remove those clips because I can't get on otherwise. So I'll just stick this down. I mean, this page is so beginner friendly because the pieces are not modified in any way. They are straight out of the kit, cut out and stuck on. But they can look very, very pretty. It's a very pretty kit, this one. There's 2 pockets like this in the kit. So I just want to leave a narrow margin around my page. Like that, that's fine. Let's press it down. Mop up any glue that you see instantly. You can get colour all off with a glue rubber, but it's much easier if you just take it off straight away. Right, there we are. That's lovely. Let's just pop ink on the back of these for a start. Just put the lid on my glue. So I'm using, as I said, Victorian Velvet. It's a lovely sort of shabby pink colour, and I'm using one of these fabulous brushes that Nancy sent me. So this doesn't matter whether you do it top, bottom or whatever. Use one of your stencils that you've got handy. Dab off most of the ink, otherwise it'll be quite dark. And just brush through your stencil like that. So it just sort of just says somebody cared enough to do that. There we are. Just adds something. That's what it does. Adds something. So pop that out the way. Now, how am I going to decorate this up? That's the question. Well, I have all sorts of things that I could use. I've got this self-adhesive ribbon that I could put along the top. That might be quite nice with you know what. Flat back pearls. I think that might look quite nice actually. What else have I got? I've got this, which is also self-adhesive. That's it's a bit much, I think. Yeah, a bit dark. I've got Rick Rack. Quite like Rick Rack and Shabby Chic, actually. I've got this trim that I got from Ollie. That's quite nice, because that's the right green and the right pink. Yeah, that's it then. That's what that's going to be. So, this stuff I know from historically is horrible to stick. It just doesn't like sticking at all. But it's going to have to. So let's use E6000, which is the only thing. Actually, let's try. What do you think of bookbinders? Do you think bookbinders would do it?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's try bookbinders then. Just along the edge. I want it back a little bit from the edge, because I don't mind if we see that inked edge. Might be quite nice. Right, so it's just a bead, I suppose, really, not much more than that.
Janya says she thinks she's ordered some of that ribbon. Could you hold it up, Miss P?
This ribbon? This one?
No, possibly that earlier one. That
I'll hold all
one.
sorts up and then...
Yeah. And you could just order it all.
Right, I'm going to fold that over and then trim this down. Come in, Janya, don't worry. Right. Yeah, I mean, that looks so pretty. Right, this is the...
She says the one you're sticking down.
Ah, right, this one. If you're buying it off Ali, it comes in blue, yellow, red, and this one. And believe it or not, I haven't got all the colours. Actually, I feel like I should go and rectify that right this minute.
So join us next week.
Yeah, after I've had an Ali shopping trip. So yeah, I'm going to put that there. It's about an inch up from the bottom and about an inch in from both sides, or something like that. Let me just check that my tallest one isn't going to pop out over the top, because that's not what we want. No, that's fine. Right, so let's just get the ruler out. See where we are at. Well, that's an inch, and that's an inch and an eighth, and I quite like an inch and an eighth better, honestly. Listen to us, we're sticking bits of paper down. Right, so I'm going to put my glue on the two side pieces first. Right down to the bottom. And if you followed the lines that Victoria has done for us, then you won't have any problem with seeing that when you fold it back. So fold those in and stick your bottom, the bottom of the pocket, not your literal bottom. You can. And then put glue on the bottom piece. Make sure your ruler's still straight. Make sure that's something like in the middle. And there we have it. Let's stick that down. Lovely. Yeah, that's nice. That's good. I like it. That is such a good match for this. It's incredible. I might have to go and seek out some more of this, because I have got more than just this. I've got a bag here. Has it got any of that in it? A bag of pink stuff, but no, it hasn't got any of that in it. But I do know that I've got some more somewhere, but I don't need it at the moment. Right, so that's doing its thing. This, that's fine, happy with that. It doesn't need anything more done to it. I'll just pop that into there. This does need a little bit of ribbon or something coming out the top, something like that. So I need crocodile. Tomorrow is the day, ladies. Tomorrow is the day when I start to clear out the first 2 lots of my drawers. Plastic drawers. So Mr. F can crack on and get that wall painted and get the curtains up, which will be brilliant. That's fine and lovely. So just find something to pop through there. What shall I pop through there? Well, there's a bit of gingham going begging. Yeah, I reckon gingham. I think a bit of gingham would be nice. See if I can cut this off at an angle. Yeah, lovely. So let's get that through there. Like that. See how much we need. About that much, I'd say. Get one of Jean's hands out. Just to hold that there. Lovely. And I've got this really thin, I think it's 3mm. It might be more, it might be less. I'm pretty sure it's 3mm. I'm just going to cut a bit of that off and tie a bow in that ribbon around the gingham. And just pretty it up a little bit, won't it? We're all about the pretty. Right, that's just like miles too much ribbon. There we are, that's all right now. So just cut those off at an angle. And then I'll cut my gingham off. I'll try these ones. I've tried every other one, so I'll try these. No, not any better. And that one again because it's gone ratty a little bit. Right, okay, so that's like all I've got left now, but it would do another tag. I'm getting value for money out of this. So that's just going to pop into there, in behind there like that, and that's that page done. Really easy, really quick, and all from the kit, apart from the trim. So that's that page. This is this one. Looks like it's stuck already. So that's actually that page complete. Yay! So let's go back to this one. This was the one that we stuck the... Yeah, they feel pretty solid. So I'll go to the back of that page. So I've got a stamp, a band, a little note card, an envelope and my bit of paper, and all these are from the kit, of course. If you want the kit, it's the Journal Boat on Etsy. She does some lovely kits. I defy you to go there and just buy one. They're just beautiful. I think Roz used the blue and yellow one to make a journal. I'm pretty sure it was Roz and it was gorgeous. Right, this is the plan, but I'm not entirely sure it's going to work. I'm going to make the, bless you, I'm going to make the envelope up. That's going to be popped inside it. I want to just have this there, and I want to tuck one of the pieces of the envelope. Is that right? Is that going to work? No, I can't see that working. Alright, bit of a change of plan. Let's score this envelope in anyway so I can see what's going to happen. So, when you've got something like this that you can't line up square, I can't line that up square with the top, I just make sure that I've got where I want it on one of the score lines, and that it looks like it's on the same score line there. Sometimes you'll see, ooh, I don't think that's right. Maybe that's it. Sometimes you will see, yeah, that's it there, junk journalers on YouTube, and they'll have lines down their scoreboard at various places, and that's the reason why. So you can get it lined up with one of the lines that you've just darkened, and then you can get it at the same, the same further down. That's why they do that, and it's a good idea to do that actually. I don't know why I haven't done it, but I haven't. No, where are you? Because this would make this so much easier. You just line it up with one of your lines. Let's try that. No, that's not right. Let's try it there then. Yeah, that's it. Because this would have made this job like so much easier, to be honest. I've already scored that one, haven't I? Yeah. This one then. And then the bottom piece.
Noella says she's going to bed now.
Oh, night night, Noella. You've done really well hanging on so long.
10 to 2 in the morning.
Oh, get yourself off to bed, girl. And I will hear from you, no doubt, at some stage during the week. Right, so that's that. So let's fold these in and see if what I was thinking is going to work. I don't think it is. I don't even know what I was thinking, if I'm honest. So just fold those in and crease them in. I had a bit of an accident with my... I was using that pink bell-shaped sponge thing, and it kind of disintegrated, but that's all right because nobody's ever going to see that part. So there we are. I just love ticking sort of things, stripy things. I just adore them. And if it's a picture of flowers on ticking, yeah, that's magical. Okay, so the envelope's going to get made up like that. So I haven't double printed this. I've just, as you can see, stenciled it, but it takes the plainness away. Oh, magnetised myself. I haven't stuck that down, had I? I hope not, because the glue didn't work. Right, so that was going to go there. What I had in mind was, might still work, I don't know. Putting this down there, this came with the kit, and just tucking the envelope into there like that, and letting it fold over like that. Yeah, I think that's all right, actually. I think that might work. So let's stick this down first job. That's the first thing to do. So is everybody well and happy? I really hope so. Those members that are usually with us that aren't with us today, we're thinking about you, we really are. Honestly, I'm sure every single person in the live chat is thinking about people that aren't here today. Not because they're dead, there's nobody dead, but just various mountains they've got to climb. So let's get this stuck down. Move that up a bit so it's fairly even top and bottom. That's fine. Saved some time anyway doing all the inking first, not making you sit through watching me ink everything. Because that is tedious, I know it's tedious. Actually, I don't dislike it when I see other YouTubers inking. I don't think, oh, here we go. I just think, oh, you've got to ink. I mean, you've got to ink. You don't got to ink if you don't want to. Right, so that goes in there and that comes up there, so we can make our envelope up. I'm just going to put a little bit, oh, well that was supposed to be a little bit, it's turned out to be a huge bit down there. And a little bit down here. Okay, this is because I said it was working well, it's now decided to be naughty. Not surprising I end up at the end of the day with gluey fingers, is it? It's just I don't want to press this over and all the glue to come out on the inside and stick it together where I don't want it stuck together. There we go. Alright. Alright so far. Now then, I've got a stamp here that I'm going to stick on. I cut it out with my deckle-edged scissors. These little scissors that I've had since day dot. Mr. F says I got them off Amazon, so in that case I got them off Amazon. They are metal, but they're excellent and they've never missed a beat, to be honest. So I've got this little stamp that also came in the kit, and I've inked around it rather more heavily than most things because otherwise it just doesn't stand out. So I'm going to stick it on.
Janya and Ki-Young said they don't mind the inking, but then they're further down the rabbit hole than most.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. There's certain things people do when I'm watching a video that make me just scroll on by. I can't think of any of them at the moment. But certain things I think, oh, life's too short, missus. So there we are, that's that. And I've got a little card, this little card that goes on the inside that I've got ready to rock. So that's going to go into there. All cut out, all sized up, ready in the kit to go into there. How fabulous, this kit is great. So then I'm going to, this is lacking a bit in the lace department, isn't it? But don't worry, I'll resolve that. So this is going to go there. This is going to go through there, and hopefully it's going to lie flat. Maybe not. Maybe it would be better that way. No, it doesn't want to lie flat, does it? Right, I'm going to crease it again. See if I can encourage flatness. Oh, that's not too bad. That's okay. By the time it's actually in between other pages, it'll stay down, I'm pretty sure. So let's stick this on then. And I want it about there, I think. Yeah, about there. So let's get the ruler out. And that is 1.25 inches. So I'm just going to leave that there and just put some glue on each end.
Valentina is doing this again.
Hi Valentina, thanks for joining us. I hope you enjoy what you see. It's kind of easy, straightforward stuff today. Just using the components of the kit.
Susan Pruitt says, hi, first time watching from South Carolina.
Hiya Susan, North Carolina. Wow, we're getting around the world.
South.
Oh, South Carolina.
Did I say North? No, South Carolina.
South Carolina. Is that the right? Yeah, that's the right side. This bookbinder's glue is grabby. I'll show it to you. It's from the Collal family. It's collal. So bring it up a bit closer so you can read it. And it says bookbinders glue.
In several languages.
In several languages, yes. The reason we ended up with it, in all truth, is that Mr. F went onto the page, what do you call it, site, where we get our big bottles of ordinary collal from, and it was 14 quid or 13 quid or whatever it was, but you got free postage if it was over £20. So he thought he would get a little one of the bookbinders and a little one of the textile glue. That was it, wasn't it?
Tacky as well.
Oh, and a little one of tacky as well. That's right. And it took him just over the 20 quid. So I'm pleased he did. I really like that bookbinder's glue, actually. It's great. I've great faith in it for adding strength to when there's just a little bit of glue. I mean, there's a tiny bit of glue across there, and yet I wanted to hold that envelope in place. Right, that's all looking a bit plain for my liking. No surprise there. Let's have a look at these flat back pearls, see what they can bring to my life.
And Victoria Bates says hi.
Oh, hello.
And she says, encourage flatness, made me giggle, could have a go at my tummy.
Yeah, mine's beyond that. So if I was to put that up there, I mean, that just adds something really nice to it, doesn't it? It's not just me, surely it's not just me. Victoria, thank you very, very much for this lovely kit. You really do fantastic kits, and we all enjoy them on this group. And it gives me great pleasure to bring you new kits to the group, because I know they love them. And why wouldn't they? They're gorgeous. So right, that's the first thing I'm going to do, is put flat back pearls up there. That's just a must. That just has to happen. So let's snip that off where we think. That should be about there, I think. The way we faff on with glues, this glue for that and that glue for the other. But I did try straight up PVA. I gave it a try, but it had so much liquid in it that it wrinkled the paper, which is no good at all.
Victoria says she knows what you do with them.
Oh, thank you.
And Susan says she stumbled across you a few weeks ago and has been making the Edith Holden journal.
Oh, have you? Ooh, it's coming along. Are you right up to date, Susan? Have you done the cover? That's a bit... The spine cover is like hold your breath.
She's loving Miss P, so charming and very detailed.
I know, I am very detailed. I think sometimes a bit too much, don't you?
No.
No?
No.
I always think when I was starting out, I wish somebody had explained it properly. Because you get so many people that say, right, so we're just going to do that. And then the next frame of the thing you see, it's done. You don't know how they did it. So I like to explain things to people. But I understand that the more advanced people, the Keyoungs and Janias of this world, and Jan and, well, loads, everybody virtually, it might get a bit tedious, to be honest. Well, that's elevated that. It certainly has. So the next question is, do we need anything else? I'm pretty sure that will lie flat, actually, with time. All right, let's go through the lot again. I've got this. I need something that's going to lie relatively flat because I want that envelope to lie flat over it. So yeah, I've got that.
If you would put the envelope under that, it would tuck it in, wouldn't it? Keep it down. So you could add...
Might be a bit on the light side. And a bit of a faff, to be honest.
No, it's just a thought.
Yeah, no, I was just wondering what else I had that might do that. I've got that really, really, really pretty one that we used on the first page. This one's just gorgeous. Another of my AliExpress pictures. Yeah, I mean, if I were to put that there, you mean, and then took when you put the envelope in, tuck it in behind there. A bit green. Don't know what that's about. So you'd sort of tuck that into there and behind there. No, I don't think so. It's too light. It's going to look pants. So there's that piece. Don't think you get to see the best of that. Well, I've got the old rickrack. That's not right. I've got this self-adhesive roses. Those roses are a bit on the sunglasses side, to be honest. That I dyed that myself. It's pretty bright though. But I've robbed a load of the flowers out of it. Oh, this is a puzzler, isn't it? What we're going to use here then? I've got that very... Oh, that's quite nice actually.
Have you got any pink upstairs that I could rummage through?
I might have. I couldn't tell you.
I should go and have a look.
Yeah, go and have a look. See if you can find any more of that, please.
I shall.
I'm pretty sure you might need to... Do you want to take some scissors with you in case you've got...
I have my own.
Oh, okay.
That are sharp because they're mine.
Consider yourself truly told off. Yeah, if I was to put that there, that really thin pink ribbon, and then I've got a choice then, I could add a little pink bow. Thought I had one out, but I haven't. Yeah, I could add a little pink bow to the top. That would be quite nice. That would work, because that can come down to there. Yeah, that would be alright, I quite like that. Or, I've got my pink flowers, the paper ones that I found. This is why things take so long, isn't it? To be honest with you. That's just not right, go away. I'm quite liking that thin ribbon and the pink bow. Quite like that. What do you reckon, guys? You're not dressed until the pearls are on, that ain't that the truth, Flo? Canadian UK gal retracted a message. I wonder what you said. Ah, that's nice, thank you. Let's try this. Oh, yeah, Mr. F's found some more of that. Hooray! Yeah, that is nice actually, isn't it? I think that's just what's required. Now this, I think, is iron-on stuff. Not that I'm not going to go and iron it on, but I believe that it is. But I'm just going to glue it onto there. Yeah, I think that's really nice. I like that very much indeed. So I'm just going to put a bit of the old bookbindery glue hither and thither down the side.
Kyung would like to know how long you've been making journals. Lorna says she's been doing it for 3 years. Kyung 9 months.
I guess about the same time as Lorna, really. I've been doing like a million zillion other things, but mostly painting. Acrylics and, well, pastels mostly probably, and watercolours latterly. And then, I don't know, I was watching YouTube, people doing watercolours, and I was seeing people put watercolours in journals. And I thought, ooh, I could do that. And so that was how I started off really with journals. Right, that's pretty well stuck down there. Let's just trim this off along the bottom. And then I never stopped making journals. I love shabby chic as well, to be honest with you. I mean, we've done all sorts, haven't we, Mr. F? We've painted furniture, we've done straight up painting, you know, in acrylics, watercolours and pastels. We've done, what else have we done? Decorate boxes, that was a big thing for a long time. I did a lot of decorated boxes, which I sold, as I was telling you yesterday, I sold a lot of stuff in the florist. Yeah, I'm going to still put that pink bow on because I like it. I was trying to work out which is the right and the wrong side. I think that's the right side. I did some art journals, didn't I?
We dabbled in most things, I guess.
Yeah, a lot of things, until I finally decided that junk journals were my thing. And then latterly, of course, I've been seduced by the precision of mini journals. I really love the precision involved with that.
I'm going to say she loved your pastel doll, the one that sits on the shelf behind you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that's one of my favourites, that one.
Yeah.
The doll with the teddy bear on the shelf.
Sold really quickly, that one. Right, I think we're pretty done with that page. There's not a lot more we can do to it, really. I'll leave it. If when I'm going through it, I think, oh yeah, it could do with whatever, then I'll add it. But I think it's pretty much done. So that's another page. That's 2 pages. Or 3, is it? 3 pages completely done. Right, I've experienced a problem here. When I picked this up, these just fell out. And that's no good at all. That's just annoying. So what I'll do, not at the moment, but what I will do is make another card to go in the back that's bigger, and I'll back it onto this pink card. In fact, I'll just do it now. Why not? Why ever not? So have I got any remnant that's the right sort of size? No, they're all about the same. Let's have a look. Yeah, that one's perfect width. Oh, it's gone really humid. Maybe we're going to get a thunderstorm or something. Right, so I want this, that is the exact right. Let's take these 2 out for the time being. I can't bear it when things keep dropping out of pockets, it's so annoying. So I want this to be quite tall, so about there I'd say. So I'll just chop that off. Does anybody know of a tool, a chopping trimmer type tool, that you can chop little bits off? Because this one I can't, because of the finger plate, I can't get up close enough to chop tiny little bits off. Jan, you might know. You know, you can chop bits like that, no bother, but tiny little bits like 1/4 of an inch or less, I can't, if it's a thin bit of paper, I can't get the paper in. And that's the bit that we want there. So we just want a bit of paper from the kit, which I've got all clipped together. I can't get over myself. Oh dear. I like the stripe. I do like the stripe. But that's pretty as well, isn't it? Let's take these clips off and see what's what. That would do, and it wouldn't waste much paper. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna use then. Just clip these back together. It's not like me to be so organised. Oh. Hit the deck. There we go. Right. So I'm just going to mark this where I want it. Before I do that, I'm just going to cut the sort of faux distressed edge off, because I don't want that. Right. So I'm going to offer it up to the bit of paper, and for those of you that, this is called fit to measure. It's got loads of names, but I call it fit to measure. Measure to fit, whatever. I don't even know what to call it. And I want a little margin of pink all the way around. So put my bit of paper down with that margin around these 2 edges. Hold it down and then mark the other edge just in on the paper with the same margin as you've allowed on the other side and up there.
Bigger line probably.
Like that. So it's just, I've got my margin set down here and on this side, but this side I need to mark it just in that same margin and the same at the top, and then when you cut it you'll have an even margin all the way around. Hopefully. Hopefully. Doesn't always happen. But generally it's not far out. Line that one up. Right, let's see if this is anything like right. So that's going to go onto there with a margin all the way around, which we've got an even margin, so we can proceed to glue that down. What I'm going to do first, however, is round the corners. And I'm just going to use my corner rounder. It's easier to mark your top bit before you've rounded it, I find. There we go. So I'm just going to quickly ink around here. I don't know if you're still with us, Victoria, but I really liked that journal that you did. Was it for your mum? In a lovely cornflower blue. It was gorgeous. Right, so let's get this stuck down. I actually YouTubed myself to a standstill last night. I'd watched so many YouTube videos, I just couldn't watch anymore. I never thought I'd achieve that, ever. But Mr. F had pool to watch and curling, and so I was watching YouTube, and then after the curling, more pool came on, and I thought, oh, you know, great, I'll watch YouTube. And I just sat there, I couldn't even think of one thing to search for. I YouTubed myself to a standstill. So just make sure that your borders, your margins are as equal as you can get them. With the collal, it's quite easy. You can move it around after you've put it down, so it gives you a chance to get those pretty even. I don't think I'm going to decorate this. I don't think it needs it. It's so pretty. Could put 2 holes in and put a bow in the top, but I've already got one tag with a bow in the top. I think that'll be fine. Let's see if this feels a bit better. Yeah, that does feel better. Yay, look at that. I'd look to right Charlie, wouldn't I, if they'd all just fallen out. Right, so that we've done that page. We've done that page. We've done this page. 3 out of 5. We're doing all right. We've got time to do one, at least half of one. Where's all the pages gone? Here we are. All clipped up nicely. What's going on? What's going on in the world? Right, I'll take that off and put those to one side because they're the next page. So this is this page. Right. Get it the right way with your double thickness on the left, because that's the margin. That's the 3/4 inch margin that we're going to have the eyelets in. So I've made myself a full length pocket, side pocket. And how I did that was I measured it, scored on the lines I'd measured, and then chopped it off about 1/2 inch beyond the score lines. So that was that. So that can get stuck on first. So put your glue down your sides first, all the way to the bottom. a little bit of excess going on. And then fold those in and put your long flap over the top and put some glue on there. And let's get this stuck on. So I want it right on the edge of my page. My fingers are so gluey. So that should be that. Lay down a little bit, there we go. Right, I've got some glue up there. I think I'm alright, I think the paper will cover it, but I'll just have a go at that bit right at the top. I've got so much glue in my hands that they're probably adding to the problem rather than solving it. I don't know, if it shows I'll get my glue rubber out and sort it. Right, so the next thing is I've got one piece of paper here that slides in there, inside the pocket and over the lugs. So when it's stuck down you won't see the lugs, you'll just see the pocket inside. I've got another piece of paper, no, it must be the other way around, surely. Yep, that bit fits on there perfectly, and then this is the bit that slides inside the pocket. So we're just going to have a little bit of a pink margin down there, and then this is going to be the big journaling card that goes in. That's going to go there, that's going to go in there. Hey ho, there we go. Quick as you like. So let's stick this bit in first, but I need to know exactly where to stick it up to. We know that there is 3/4 of an inch margin down there, so let's just put the ruler on there at 3/4 of an inch, so then we can't go wrong, theoretically. I've inked around it, so it just needs some glue. Did the lady who was doing the Edith Holden journal, did she answer? Is she up to date, or did you see her answer?
Going back a bit now. I didn't.
No. I'm sorry. Just wondered where she was up to.
Look, Susan.
Just curious. There we are. Right, there must be a right and a wrong way to this.
Susan says yes, she's up to date.
Ooh, great. That's on tomorrow's agenda, a video for that. Right, so that just slides in there. And then put it in so it's... My ruler's just moved. I want it just up to that ruler. Come on. So I'm just pulling it back so it's straight with that ruler, and same there, just pull it back, and that's it, there we are. It's a bit faffy, but it's worth it, because now, you know, if you were to really look in the pocket, I don't know why you'd ever do that, all you'd see is this pattern, which is grand. Right, so I want this the same way, and that's the same way, so let's stick this down. We're motoring through the pages today, ladies. I think it's because I was quite organised. Didn't have to stop and watch me cut things out and stuff. Right, so this is going on here. Try and get it to follow on the same line as the other piece. And there you can see we've just got that thin pink border down there, which I find quite pleasing. There we are. So I'm going to make a journal card out of this. That is beautiful paper. I love that one. So it'll just slide in to there. Great. So I want some pink card for that. Is that big enough? Is it wide enough? Oh, is it? Let's see. Oh my goodness, it might just be. It's tight, but you know what? It's like it was made to measure. That's incredible. So am I going to round the corners, or am I going to do that reverse round corners? I quite like the reverse ones. They're different, aren't they? So let's get this one out. I'll use the little one, the 8mm one. I don't want it to be too sort of have too many things to catch when it's going in and out the pocket, if you get my gist. There we are. I'm going to do the same to this pink, plain pink piece. This is a Vasson, I'm pretty sure, yeah, Vasson Creative. 3 different sizes of inverse corners. And I love them. I think they look really quite jazzy. Quite professional. So that's that.
Bernice has got to go.
All right, okay, thank you very much for joining us, Bernice. Thank you, and thank you for all the lovely comments you leave me on the videos that I do. I really, really appreciate that. Really do. So I'm just going to ink up those little notches that we've just taken out. And then glue this onto our piece of paper that's so millimetre perfect. It's untrue. That almost never happens to me. So once I get the pages done, it's just really the covers. And that's it. Nice little project, this one. Right, let's see if we can get this on something like square. Just that way a touch. I cannot believe that piece of card. I mean, I just can't believe it. It's so darn perfect. You couldn't have cut it better. Incredible. Just wipe off any bits of glue that I can see. That's fine. And I'm not going to put anything on the back of that. I mean, you can journal pretty easily on that. So that's, which is the way up. That's the way up. So I'm just going to pop that into there. Fits in there nicely. And then we've just got this to put on, which just fits. Just fits by a hair's breadth. So I'm just going to glue the sides a little bit along the bottom and that side, and I'll just use the book binders for that. Don't need much, it isn't going to have much pressure on it in its life. Right, but I do need to be pretty careful about this because there isn't much fiddle factor. Is that square? I think so. Right, there we are, that's that on. Now then, my little tag. It's going to need, now isn't that so cute? I love that. I love spotty dotties. So that's going to go into there. I've just put some rose business on the back. Don't know if there's enough. Almost probably really bone dry, but there might be just about enough. That's a bit faint even for me. Let's see if I can line that up again. Probably not. Yeah, that's fine. It's just something to say it's there. It's very faint, but it's near enough. Let's get rid of this monkey board out the way, and I'm going to put something in the top of that. I think it needs a little bit of something. So let's just, is there another one of those somewhere? Yeah, this one. This has already got a hole in it. You know, the mark for where you put the hole. So I'm going to borrow that one so as I can get my hole in the right place. So just, oh, that's not going to work, is it, unless I cut it out. It's turned into a bit of more of a faff than I thought. All this because I don't trust my eyesight to get the hole central. Right, so that needs to go behind, otherwise it was all for naught. There we go. Right, let's just punch that through. Lovely. So that's in the middle now, we know, because Vicky's done it for us. Thank you, Vicky. And just put something in there. Well, I've still got that little bit of gingham. I reckon that's just about enough to go in there. Come on. There we are. I mean, there's not much of it, but there doesn't have to be. That's fine. Just chop a bit of this very thin ribbon off, because I think it works quite well. Tying a bow in that, so it looks quite pretty. Oh, come on. Thank you. Sometimes you just have to give it a good talking to. Simple as. Trim my ends a little bit. Let's have a look what these ends look like. Need a bit of a trim. And this one. Okay, there we go. That's pretty. Slide that into there. That's going to be fine. That's not going anywhere. And we've got our journal card, our big journal card. Goes in like that. That's a pretty page, I think. Do you think that's pretty? I like that. Do you think it needs a... think it needs a bow, a pink bow or something? I think it maybe needs a pink bow. That's the right side. Just about there, what do you think? Or there. I'm going to put it this side because this is the side of the, well, it's not a hinge, but the side that the fastening will go on. So any bulk that you can keep off that side is best. So I'm going to put it on this side. But I do like it there, so that's where it's going. It just pretties it up a bit more, doesn't it? I did order baby pink bows, but I'm not convinced they are baby pink. They're a bit... Oh, that looks like it might be the right side. Yeah. They're a bit... They're not hot pink, but they're a bit hotter pink than baby pink, put it that way. There we go. Got a little bit of the old seepage problem. There we are. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So, let's see where we're up to. So I've still got the back of this one to do, which I think I might just do now, because I think it's a relatively quick one. Yes. It's using the library card. This was the library card. It came in the kit. So we're well catered for. And it comes with the lug, so I'm just actually... No, I was going to fold them over, but you know I'm going to make a hash of it. So I'm going to get my board out. There's hardly really room for it anymore. Such a mess have I made. And see if I can line these up and put these in quickly. You do well, the guys that stay with me from the start to the end. I'm thinking it's not all fun. You do really well. Has your best friend stayed with you, Janya, or has she come up with some excuse? Like she left the cooker on. Okay, so they should crease now, I think. Before I do that, I'm just going to put my page on, if you like. That's the way up, because there's a little daisy there, I can see. Whoops. Has everybody seen Kyung's video? The one she did of the little fabric pocket. It's brilliant. Kyung, you are such a natural girl. You really are. You have to keep up with it, because you're great. You'll end up with a big following, I'm quite sure of it. If not, her channel is called Kyung Shotwell, as her name. So pop over there, subscribe, of course, and have a watch, because she's great, really is. Right, let's see if we can score this and fold it in. On the side too, and the bottom. It's a nice little shallow pocket, this, because like I say, it's for a library card. Right, glue. Glue down the sides first, right to the bottom. Then put those there, put your bottom over and glue your bottom. And I am just going to run my fingers along there, because I've just got like too much glue going on. Oh, I haven't even worked out where this is going. Oh my life. I'm going rogue. Let's put that there. It's about there, I'd say. Right, I'm not going to really press that down till I get a ruler. I just don't trust myself that much. Yeah, it's a bit high at yonder edge. Oh, it's stuck. I think we're going to have to live with it, guys. Well, you know what? It's not far out. It's a mill. It might be a mill. I can live with a mill. I'm going to have to because it's stuck on it. Right. So this is a very tight fit. I have trimmed it down. But it's still too tight. So I'm going to have to trim a bit off that. It was just too tight. So I don't want much at all off it. But what you do to one side, do to the other. Otherwise it'll start looking a bit cockeyed. So I just need to ink again down those edges I've just trimmed off. This takes a second. I've already stenciled on the back. Yay! So that's going to go in there. Yes, perfectly, lovely. That's all pretty and nice. And then I've got this little coin envelope here that came with the kit. It's probably my favourite piece because I love the spotties, and that's my favourite page, that collage page. So yeah, I love that. You get loads, don't you, with the kit? I mean, we've done this whole thing. We haven't reprinted anything. It's just one printout. Admittedly, I haven't got much left. I might have to print some more stuff out for the covers. But we'll see. One. Mr. F's typing away. I don't know what he's saying to you.
Just sharing the link to Keong's channel.
Ah, yeah, good. I can't find a straight. Can't find straight. I can't find straight. That's not right. That's not right. That must be right. Yeah. I think I'm going to write on my board.
That's not right, I don't think. That's right.
That's it. Yeah, I think I'm going to draw some lines on my board to assist with this type job. Oh, that's anything but right. Anything but right. Let's try that. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. So don't be surprised if you see my board vandalised next time. I think that's the thing. I want to keep it all nice and sort of... I don't think I've even scored that one. Oh well, I'm scoring it now.
You would think in the cyborg factory they would have fitted you with better eyes.
Yeah, you would. The ones that can see straight would be good. Right, so those two edges, one goes under the other. It doesn't really matter which way on you do it, but just a little bit of glue down the edge of one of them. Like that. And stick that over. And it's just the cutest little coin envelope. And then the bottom bit goes up, so just a little bit around the edge of that. Like that. There we go. There's our little coin envelope made. It's just super sweet. It's gorgeous. So that folds over or not, depending on what you want to do. You can put a little card in it if you want to. You could put coins in it if you wanted to. Woo. In the past, when I've made journals, I have been known to put little bits of jewellery in there. But, you know, that's expensive. So that goes in there. All jolly hockey sticks. Very, very nice. Looks a bit plain. just a little. Don't look massively plain. But I think the addition of that and a pink bow might be sufficient. To be honest, I do. Right, let's trim that square then. I have got some very thin double-sided somewhere, but it's in a bit of a mess because the centre fell out. So I'm just going to use a tiny little bit of this stuff, collal. And let's hope that it doesn't show through. I think we'll be alright. I think we're okay. Let me just trim that off. Not 100% sure that's straight, but I don't think it's far off. So there we are, that's nice, pink bow. And
what's the make of your scoreboard?
it is a We Are Memory Keepers. But because people have been really kind to me,
Is it?
yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Oh no, it's EK Tools. I lie. EK Tools. And it served me really well. But there are stirrings afoot because you good people have been so kind to me and been buying me cups of coffee, which is really kind. Thank you. I think I'm going to splash out, and you know my Caterpillar, which I absolutely love. It's just gigantic, but I do love it. It's so precise. They do a scoreboard, or a crease board they call it, and it's supposed to be extremely precise because all scoreboards, it's a groove that you follow. And you're following it with a pretty numb tool as well, you know, when you think about it. So there's quite a large possibility of inaccuracy. And I'm not a great lover of inaccuracy. So I am going to buy, with the money from the cups of coffee that you bought me, I'm going to buy one of the Caterpillar crease boards. So that will be appearing soon, I hope. I can't thank you enough, the kind people that buy me the coffee. It's much appreciated, very much appreciated. I'm going to pop that there because I just like the look of it. And yeah, it gets saved up separately to any other money that comes in from journals or whatever, and then I can save it up and buy something that I think will benefit the lives, etc. So let's just pop that onto there. I've put glue on that top corner and I don't want it there because it's going to stick to the card inside, which isn't clever. So just wipe off what I can and leave the rest floating in midair. There we go, that's fine. I think that's enough for that page. I quite like it. Maybe when we come back again, look through them, maybe we'll think that it could have done with a bit more, but I quite like that. And I very much like that. That's just super pretty. So, what have we achieved today? Because I think we're about coming to the end, aren't we? Oh, blimey, I've been nearly rabbiting on for 2 hours, for heaven's sake. We already had that page, and that page we just finished off with a bit of lace and stuff. That page we just added, I added before the live few tiny little pink flowers, and then we added the ribbon and the pearls, which I think has enhanced it. Then we made our envelope page with a little card inside, the lace, the flat back pearls, the bow, very nice. This page, plain straightforward page, the pocket out of the journal kit, a tag and a card out of the journal kit, and then a tag that we made just to tighten up that space in there to stop things flopping about. Then this was the little bifold notebook that we made. That lace is stunningly pretty. It's absolutely gorgeous. And came from Ali. Comes in 2 colours, that colour and a very bright green, which I also like, but I've never used it yet. Then this page, probably my favourite actually, because it's got more going on, I think. So it's big side pocket, the journal card, this here, the little tag with the ribbons on it. Yeah, nice page. And this one, which is very straightforward, it's the library card and pocket out of the kit with a little coin envelope in there. I might turn that over actually, I quite like the other side better. I'll leave it like that. So there we have it. So we're nearly there. That's 4 pages, isn't it? Yeah, 4 pages done. We just got 1 more page back and front to do, which I have here all cut out, ready probably for next Saturday, and we'll get this finished and get on to another new exciting project. I've no idea what that'll be yet, but it will be new and it will be exciting. So thank you very, very much everybody who's joined me. Once again, thank you very much to everyone who buys me a coffee, and for the people that send donations. I'm really grateful. Without it, we absolutely couldn't do this, because I couldn't afford the things that I use, all of the things that I use. So until next Saturday in person, but I will be with you through the week when we'll be finishing our Edith mini album. That's exciting. We're really coming to the end of that. And I'll be working further on the Mariposa mini album, because that had almost come to a halt while we were doing the Edith Holden one, but I'll carry on with that. So thanks everyone very much for your company throughout the weekend. I appreciate it, and behave yourselves. Goodbye.
Take care, be happy, stay safe, see you next weekend. Bye.